You open your eyes. Your mouth feels a little dry, your body a little slow, and that first glass of water you reach for, it tastes impossibly good. It's like a rescue. But nothing dramatic happened while you slept. No long desert trek, no marathon. So why does that water feel so vital? All night long, while you were dreaming, your body was running a silent, meticulous, fluid ledger. Morning is when the bill comes due. The story of that morning thirst doesn't start with a feeling. It starts with something you do about 12 times a minute without ever thinking about it. We are going to follow the trail of a single, invisible breath and see how it summons an entire internal orchestra just to get you to drink a glass of water. Every time you exhale, you release a tiny cloud of water vapor. Your lungs and airways have to warm the air you breathe in to body temperature, and they saturate it with moisture. That means the air going out is always wet, carrying away a little piece of your internal ocean. Each puff is tiny, but over 8 hours of steady, sleeping breaths, it adds up. Depending on the humidity in your room, you can breathe out a full cup of water, maybe more. Your skin is also constantly seeping a tiny amount of moisture, even when you aren't sweating. By morning, you've lost a significant amount of water, drop by invisible drop. If you were to step on a sensitive scale right when you wake up, you'd find you're a pound or two lighter than when you went to bed. Most of that missing weight is the water you breathed and seeped away. You didn't feel it leave, but a part of your brain felt every single drop. As that water silently leaves your body, your blood becomes ever so slightly more concentrated. The balance of salt to water shifts, just a fraction of a percent. This isn't something you can taste or feel, but to the specialized sensors in your brain, it's a blaring alarm. A change of just 1% is enough to trigger an immediate, system-wide response. The first order isn't to wake you up. It's to start saving water, now. Deep in your brain, in special zones where the protective barrier is intentionally thin, there are sentry cells that are directly bathed in your bloodstream. They are your body's living water detectors. And they don't work with some abstract chemical signal. The mechanism is beautifully physical. When your blood gets a tiny bit saltier, water gets pulled out of these cells and they physically shrink. When your blood is more diluted, they plump up. That simple physical act of shrinking is the trigger. It's a mechanical switch that shouts to the rest of your brain. The tide is going out. The shrinking of those sensor cells sends a signal to a command center deep in your brain. In response, it releases a powerful messenger molecule into your bloodstream. Its name is vasopressin. You can think of it as the anti-diuretic hormone, which is just a technical way of saying it's the don't pee hormone. It's made in one part of the brain, then sent down long, microscopic pipelines to a release hub, ready to be deployed. It pulses out into your blood all night long, its levels rising and falling to perfectly match your body's needs. This messenger travels all the way to your kidneys. Your kidneys are unbelievable filtration plants. Every single day, they process about 180 liters of fluid from your blood. That's more than 45 gallons. They work tirelessly to pull back almost all of that water, along with other useful things, leaving just the waste behind. Vasopressin is the special instruction for the night shift. It arrives at the very last stage of the pipeline and tells the kidney cells to get even better at their job. It tells them to open up special, microscopic water gates, allowing even more water to be reclaimed from what was about to become urine. These tiny gates are a marvel of biology called aquaporins, or water pores. Their discovery was so fundamental to understanding how our bodies work, it earned a Nobel Prize. When vasopressin gives the signal, millions of these perfect little channels slide into the walls of your kidneys' tubules, creating a super-absorbent surface that pulls precious water back into your body, one molecule at a time. And your body is so smart, it doesn't even wait for you to get dehydrated. Your internal master clock, the same one that makes you sleepy at night, knows the long, dry spell is coming. So every evening, it sends out a pre-programmed command to ramp up vasopressin production. It's an automatic, built-in conservation mode designed to help you sleep through the night without interruption. So you have this amazing automatic water-saving system running all night. Thirst is the backup plan. The vasopressin system is incredibly sensitive, kicking in at the slightest change in your blood's concentration. The conscious sensation of thirst, the one that makes you want to get up and find a drink, requires a slightly higher threshold. The body's logic is beautiful. Conserve first, quietly and automatically. Only if that's not enough, send the conscious alarm to go get more. And when you finally do wake up and take that first glorious sip of water, you feel relief almost instantly. That's another trick. It happens long before that water has had time to be absorbed and change your blood chemistry. You have fast-acting sensors in your mouth and throat that send a rapid signal to the brain saying, "Help is on the way!" This anticipatory signal immediately dials down the thirst sensation and eases back on vasopressin release, preventing you from drinking too much, too fast. Why is this system so elaborate? Because it's an ancient insurance policy. For our distant ancestors, a long night's sleep was a vulnerable time. Waking up to search for a water source in the dark was dangerous, and so was waking up to relieve a full bladder. This two-alarm system, conserve automatically, then trigger thirst at dawn, allowed for long, uninterrupted, and therefore safer, periods of rest. It's a survival mechanism, perfected over millions of years, to get us through the night. You felt this system pushed to its limit. Ever wake up in a stuffy hotel room with the heater blasting dry air all night? You've been breathing out extra moisture for hours. By 3 in the morning, your vasopressin levels are sky high. Your kidneys are reclaiming every possible drop. In the morning, your first urine is dark and concentrated, and that glass of lukewarm tap water from the bathroom sink tastes like the purest spring imaginable. This rhythm is crucial for uninterrupted sleep. It's why many young children, whose internal clocks are still maturing, can have trouble with bedwetting. That automatic nightly surge of vasopressin just hasn't locked in yet. As we get older, that same signal can start to fade. That's a key reason why many adults find themselves waking up once or twice a night to use the bathroom. The "don't pee" signal isn't as strong, the kidneys are a little less responsive, and the night's peace gets broken. So the next time you wake up and savor that first glass of water, remember the incredible journey that made it taste so good. It wasn't just that you were dried out. It's that you spent the night breathing out your body's water, one misty puff at a time. And in response, microscopic sensors in your brain physically shrank to sound an alarm. A messenger hormone raced to your kidneys and ordered them to install millions of perfect, Nobel Prize-winning water gates. Your body ran an ancient, life-saving program so you could rest safely. All of that just so your first sip of the day could feel like a miracle.